To err is human. However, this sentence cannot be used in the court of law if the error is preventable one. And the preventable errors are not uncommon with respect to the spine surgery. And that can result from various reasons like lack of training, experience, fatigue, stress, lack of regulation and rules, high workload, inadequate communication, and social factors. The current surgical safety checklists, according to the WHO, are generic one. They are not specialty and subspecialty specific. There is a lack of spine surgery specific checklist in the literature. One study they demonstrate that 1 out of 2 spine surgeons during their career they perform the wrong level surgery. So the current study aim was to propose a spine surgery specific checklist to recognize these preventable risk factors and human errors and to reduce the surgical and post-op complications and to evaluate the efficacy of novel checklist and its outcome. It's a single center tertiary care hospital where the study was performed. It's a retrospective observational study performed between 2018 and 2020. Total 858 spine surgery patients were included. They were divided between the before control group and the check study group before and after the implementation of the checklist. And the exclusion criteria were less than 10 years polytrauma patient and less than 2 years follow-up. The preventable errors were divided into the three groups. The adverse event, that means the harmful consequences are occurred as a result of preventable error. A near miss, that means the error is realized just in the nick of the time and action was taken to reduce its translation. And no harm means that the error is not recognized and the step is done. But fortunately, the expected adverse event does not occur. This is the novel spine surgery specific checklist described by the author that includes the pre-operative, intraoperative, and post-operative parameters, along with the signature of senior spine surgeon, training fellow, ward in charge, and OT in charge. It is a comprehensive table showing the patient clinical and the demographic data before and after checklist group patients. There is no significant difference with respect to the number of patients, mean age, type of surgery, region of spine operated, the surgical indication, mean hospital stay, and mean follow-up. Coming to the result, there is significant change in the preventable adverse event after implementation of the checklist. You can see that there is significant reduction in the bleeding complication due to the incorrect position, complication due to the implant related issue, surgical site infection, prolonged hospital stay, and hospital readmission were reduced. All the major complications like dural tear, unplanned ICU stay, reoperation rate, respiratory complication, DVT, pulmonary embolism, and meningitis were reduced after implementation of the checklist. The total complications were reduced from 56 to 15. So the preventable adverse events are actually the harm from the medical care rather than an underlying disease, and that results from the failure to apply an accepted strategy for prevention. And the checklist are the key critical strategy to reduce the preventable human errors. The WHO checklist has concluded that it reduced the mortality and complication, but it is generic and not subspecialty specific. And the wrong level surgeries are the glaring example of the spine surgery specific preventable errors. So the novel spine surgery specific checklist is comprehensive 37-point perioperative care. It reduced the preventable errors from 15% to 3%, including surgical site infection, hospital stay, unplanned readmission, and wrong level surgery. If we compare the current checklist and the WHO checklist, our checklist is very comprehensive and elaborative that includes the presence of various surgical levels, sites, different region approaches, intraoperative imaging, implant related complications, and the post-operative checklist component, which is very unique to our checklist compared to the WHO checklist. Of course, there are certain limitations to our study like selection bias, less than 2-year follow-up, single center retrospective study, lack of comparative spine checklist study, because there are limited or no spine surgery specific checklist in the literature. So the large randomized and the multi-center studies are needed. To conclude, the proposed novel spine surgery specific checklist is very efficient, reliable, and cost effective. It is a time-saving tool and subspecialty specific. It reduces the preventable adverse event, increase the surgeon's confidence, reduce the miscommunication among the primary surgeon, training fellow, and OR. Thank you for your kind attention.